everybody, this is Ginger, the Ginger Chat Show, and it's Friday, March 22nd, 2024. Um, I hope all is well. Uh, it's right now, it's very overcast, and it's rainy, and a little bit windy. Puget Sound did not fare so well yesterday. We had high winds, and some parts of Pierce County lost power. Lucky we didn't lose any here, but the lights did flicker. So we were like, hold together, hold together. um, anyway, um, here's a few things I want to chat about. And of course, no Sunday to those of us that are churchgoers and everything else. I know not everybody goes, but that's okay. Each to his own. Starting this coming week is Holy Week, and so it's Palm Sunday this coming Sunday, and then following Sunday is going to be Easter. So, I'm doing some activities with some of my church friends on Monday, and we're having a little potluck and everything, which is okay, which is cool. Anyway, good news. Trump's assets is now being, hi Nancy. How are things in Wisconsin? Did you get any snow in your neck of the woods? I know over in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, where, see the storm, YouTuber, storm chaser Vince Watley, spelled last name spelled differently. They got about 8 inches of snow where he is, which is in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. And so he says it's going to be fun trying to travel. So he doesn't know whether he's going to go or not. Because, it only goes so far. Okay. Well, here I'm getting rain. So in your luck, being your luck, you're going to be getting probably more snow because the rain I'm getting here. Because remember, the weather goes from west to east, so it depends on the. I'm sorry. Depends on the jet stream and where it's going to go. Anyway, I don't know if you heard on the news today, well, in the last couple of days, yesterday and today, old Trump's assets is getting set to be seized. First off, we'll be starting with Seven Springs Golf Club, which is over in Westchester County in New York. That's going to be seized. The mansion, the golf course, everything there will be seized. And then New Bedford. Also, the next, I think starting on Monday, is the Trump Tower will be seized, and several other, and then number 40 number 40 Wall Street building is going to be seized as well. Okay. Well, I'm going to be a little off subject here. If you do have to go out, Nancy, please be careful. Anyway, now, not only that, but he has really virtually no cash for campaigning now. And even though he took over the RNC, they don't have any cash either because they've been paying his law fees. Well, now they're running into trouble because they're not supposed to do that. That money from RNC is used for campaigning and campaigning only, not for paying for legal bills. Unless the RNC itself is being sued. So he's going to run into some campaign violations right there. I never seen a person do such dumb, stupid things. he's probably been told a number of times that if he tried did any of this stuff, or he's been doing this stuff, he's gonna lose his livelihood, whatever pseudo livelihood. The guy's lied all his life. He's never learned anything. He's never learned any life skills. He's gonna learn a very hard lesson when he's in prison. He's gonna be told that you will be doing it. You will be physically doing it. Be interesting to see. As usual, he acts like a little 6-year-old brat that doesn't know any better. So anyway, well, President Biden's doing really well. He's been traveling the, what do they call them? Battleground states. I was trying to think of the word. Battleground states, and he's doing very well. He's raking in much more money than he who shall not be named. Also, less and less people are basically abandoning him, abandoning Trump, not Biden, but Trump. The Gen Zers generation, Z generation is supporting Biden wholeheartedly, and so is a lot of the unions, which is great. This is cool, good. And I was watching an article, or not article, I was watching a video this morning. University of Washington, not University of Washington, but George Washington University over in Washington, D.C. They conducted Civic Week, I think, about a week ago. A series of workshops and seminars and everything for law students and public in general, and which is great because they have special guests. The one special guest they had was the 2 women Supreme Court justices there, Sotomayor and Amy Coney Barrett. She was there, and they ran answering questions and everything. And they said they really want to stop all this polarization and everything else, that we can all work together. So anyway, that's there. Now, forewarn you, my video may be short. So, or my session may be short. Depends on how many more pop in. I don't know why the others haven't been able to get on. I hope they're able to watch this. I will post this video on my YouTube channel. So, anyway, I hope also you heard on the news. It just came out this morning from London, from Westminster Palace and Buckingham Palace. Sad news. Princess Kate of Wales, the wife of Prince William, she has cancer. She had major abdominal surgery in January, and I kind of suspected that. They did find some cancer, and so they're right now aggressively treating that cancer and hope they able to catch it. They hope they caught it early. She looked a little bit pale, a little bit underweight, which is really kind of takes a toll on a person when they're ill. It really does. So my prayers, thoughts and prayers are with her, and I hope she recovers and able to survive this. Now, between her and King Charles, doesn't sound so good. He's fighting cancer, and it's like, I feel really sorry for the UK itself on their 2 people, because Princess Kate's very, very popular, and I bet they're just like, oh, sheesh, you know. Here the lady is 40 years old. I mean, that's still young, okay. And I know she had 3 kids. And I feel sorry for the kids because I bet you right now they're worried, very worried. So, and so is William. He's really worried there too. So I hope that they caught it early enough and hope able to eradicate that cancer. They didn't say what type she had, but they said that she had cancer. Um, Now, of course, this week Mother Nature had tended to put in a wild show in March because it comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. Well, it's more like coming in like a lion and staying as a lion. Um, there's been a lot of storms. Sorry, last week a tornado hit Ohio and it killed about 3 people. Um, we just hope tornado season is not too bad. And hope it just stays out in the plains and not hurt anybody or hurt any animals or anything. That's all I want. I just don't want any animals or people hurt. Buildings can be replaced, but animals and people can't be replaced. The same ones. Um, Here we're lucky so far. Here in the Pacific Northwest, um, we haven't had any big windstorms hit here. Knock on wood. We do have an apartment complex right across from me over here, and they got some big evergreens, and some are right next to the building. And so I just hope the wind doesn't knock it over and punch a hole through the apartment complex. Because I bet when winds get high like this, I bet the attendants get really worried about it. And I bet you the apartment manager gets worried about it too. I don't know if he lives there. Um, I don't know if it's privately owned or it's owned by a company like here. This is owned by Fairfield here. But they've been very, very good to us and very, very good to me and been fixing some issues and everything else. Well, the building gets old. It's well over 20 years old and it gets old. And pretty soon things start breaking down. They need to be replaced or fixed or, whatever. And there's always new materials created all the time and new techniques and new technology. Now, I also saw on the news today that President Biden was talking about the Science and Construction Act that he's putting on. They're building a new somewhere in Arizona. I don't know where exactly. I think it's Arizona area. A new semiconductor plant to create microchips and try to bring down the cost of well bring down the cost of like our cell phones, our tablets, and our laptops, desktop computers. Um, I am looking at replacing my laptop. So far, my uh, tablet is holding its own, but if it's not any better, then I'm going to look at replacing it too. It's about, I had like 4 years now. Pretty soon they start breaking down and start not working, and so you have to replace it. And I had this desktop 2 years now. Yeah, it's about 2 years old now. It's working fine, working great, and keep it up and everything else. Um, I gotta, when my daughter comes and visits, I need to have her air clean the tower here, the air tower. That way it'll speed it up and everything. I could do it. I mean, I could shut everything down and spray the dust out of it too, but it needs more of that, you know. Um, So anyway, okay, well, I think that's just about it. I need to get some lunch. I'm hungry. Get some lunch, and I'm going to be working on introduction and exit cards for my YouTube channel. I don't have those made up yet, but I did find software that is compatible with YouTube and put it on YouTube. And because I want to spruce it up better and make it look a little bit more professional and everything. I'm still working in my stores. That's a slow process. They did, Shopify did add Shopify Magic, which is AI to help write your description of your products. And so I'll be working on that. And also, I'm going to be doing designs of my for Ginger's chat show for my merchandise here, which is going to be sold through my YouTube channel. So I'm working on that, or sold separate. Then I'll post it on my YouTube channel. Oh, sorry. Oh, hi, Dorothy. Yeah, I know. It happens. You know, I was late last two times. At the Buddha family meeting, I was late for that, and of course I was watching the. Hi, Carol. I'm sorry. I'm fighting allergies, and it's really bad. According to the National Weather Service here in Lakewood, Washington, pollen count is really high. Mm-hmm. So, many of the cherry trees are blossomed. I'm not allergic to them, but I'm allergic to um, Scotch broom. And when that starts blowing and everything else is like, oh, I don't feel very good. And a lot of my friends don't feel good either. So anyway, to recap, girls, thank you were late, and no offense, you're fine. Of course, Trump's assets are getting seized. Seven Springs in New York, which is Westchester County, New York, which, by the way, is a beautiful area. I've been there a number of years ago. Last time I was in Westchester County, New York was in summer of 1976. And so, took a trip back east to visit with my sister and check on my horse to see if he's okay over there, because Karen's been she'd been borrowing him at that time. She lived in Vermont, but we took one weekend trip to go down to New York City, and her friend was showing us there, and her friend's parents live in Westchester County, and her dad works as an executive at the stock market, Wall Street, or stock market there. So anyway, he's in big trouble. He can't find, none of the companies would touch Trump with a 24-foot pole. But there was one company that said, yeah, they might cover him. Again, they may not. I don't know if that's true or not. I keep getting confusing stories on that. Anyway, New York is set to seize Seven Springs. They're set to seize Trump Tower and number 40 Wall Street Tower. And so they'll be seizing that, and of course some of his cash. I don't know if they're going to seize Mar-a-Lago or the plane. Probably will. Yeah, that's a lot. The plane's a lot of money. The Boeing 757 aircraft that he has. I don't know what the retail value is. A plane that is about 30 years old. So, um, anyway, he hasn't been able to travel all that much and everything else. And of course, he took over the RNC, which, uh, yeah, right, Carol, yeah. Uh, RNC to pay his bills. Well, they're almost out of cash because they haven't been really getting any donations, and his donations went way down. Um, so so anyway, he's not gonna last too much longer. And I know he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose the election anyway. He doesn't have been campaigning. He spent most of his time attacking. He hasn't. I don't know who his campaign manager is or anything. Um, attacking, the judges and everything else, attacking Biden, but not talking about uh, kitchen table issues, such as the economy or what we could do to make things better, solve problems, what we can do to upgrade some stuff and everything. And, sorry, my nose itches. Um, so he's going to be a world of hurt, and of course, this criminal trial starting soon. The criminal trial starts on, let's see, today's Friday. I think it starts today or Monday, one or the other, one of the two. Um, so that's starting. And then, I don't know if Carol and Dorothy, if you guys heard on the news, Princess Kate of Wales has cancer. You remember that surgery that she had January, the abdominal surgery? Uh, they think they got it all, but they're no. The fire? What fire? That part I didn't know about. You mean one of the Trump buildings is on fire? Now I know that they had Russia had a terrorist attack on one of the buildings, and it caught on fire and everything else. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yep. And they didn't know if that was a lone person or belonged to a terrorist group or whatever. Well, Putin deserved what he deserved. Um, I think it's protesting Putin's win. Um, the guy should have been given the boot. Nobody should have voted for him, ever. Should have voted for somebody else. Um, so, I like to take people like Putin, Trump, even though Trump is not really a dictator. He's a dictator wannabes when he wants to be. But I like to take those guys, put them on a rocket somewhere, and send them off planet. So, bye-bye. You can fend for yourselves now. Here's the manual. Figure it out for yourself. I don't think they'll blame Ukraine because Moscow is almost pretty much in the interior. On the sun. Yeah, now that this weekend is the lunar or the solar eclipse this weekend. Is it on Sunday? I'm gonna check on that. Now I think it down in Texas. I think it's very, very ridiculous putting out the National Guard during a solar eclipse. I mean, that's never been done before. So what's the reason? Um, I think the human race still needs to grow up. I do. So anyway, as far as the storms and the rain and snow, and so Carol and Dorothy, so you'll know Nancy's got some snow over in her neck of the woods. So, um, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Um, but you can watch the video again, and I'll post the same video over in my YouTube channel. And also, I'm using Cabana, which is a software to make my intro cards and my exit cards for my, yeah, exit cards on my YouTube channel. So I'm working on that and working on my story. So anyway, I will talk to you later. Oh, one other thing before I sign off. Remember my issue that I had with PayPal when they basically when I upgraded my account to business from my stores, and then less than a day later they said you can't use PayPal anymore because this and this and this. I haven't even started yet, and they, of course, there was no recourse on resolving the issue. I finally called corporate and I gave corporate a big earful. And I said, you guys are supposed to have a recourse, fix it, and then give the account back and just downgrade the account back to individual and not use business. Or you guys need to get rid of the business account and let us go back to our individual instead of just blocking us all out, preventing us from using PayPal. Well, I filed a complaint with the state and heard back from the state, and Mr. Ferguson, who is our state attorney general here in Washington State, he took my case, and they agreed that there's been big complaints about PayPal on this, and they're poor business practice. And then they will take it to the Consumer Commission in Washington, D.C. on the federal level. And my daughter was afraid it would screw her up. I said, no, it's not you. Keep in mind, PayPal is worldwide. It's the business portion that they're going after, okay? And so I hope to get that resolved soon. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You ladies have a wonderful and safe weekend. And I will see you on, let me check my calendar. Hold on 1 minute. Let me check my calendar. Where am I on my calendar? Yeah, I'll see you on, unless something changes. I will see you on Monday at 1 o'clock. And hope you guys have a wonderful and safe weekend, please. Okay? So take care. Love you all. And be sure to like and subscribe. Insist and persist and push back. And take care. Okay? And I'll post this on my YouTube channel. Love you and thank you. Bye-bye.